Welcome back, everyone. And if you're new here, my name is Dylan Concepcion, your trusted Central Florida real estate advisor. And today I have a very special treat for you guys. But before we take a look at anything inside, let's talk about location first. And if location does not suit you, here's a timestamp on the screen to skip directly to our home tour.
Taking a look at Central Florida, we'll have Titusville's boundaries outlined, and the great thing about the coastal cities is we're going to have so much surrounding us. Heading north on I-95, we'll pass New Smyrna Beach to get to Daytona Beach, being only 52 minutes away. Home to Buc-ee's, the world's biggest gas stations, and the Daytona 500. Heading south on I-95 takes us to Melbourne, home of the Brevard Zoo. Only 53 minutes away, we'll be passing through areas like Merritt Island, Cape Canaveral, Cocoa, and Satellite Beach. Our next stop is Orlando, home to Mickey Mouse and Disney World. Along with other great theme parks, Orlando also houses professional sports teams such as the Magic, Orlando City, and the Solar Bears. Also home to MCO, Orlando's very own international airport, and at only 48 minutes away, Titusville has so much to offer within only an hour. On the opposite side of us is going to be Tampa Bay. Tampa is only 2 hours and 15 minutes away, and they are home to many professional sports teams, including the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Rays. Also home to Busch Gardens for any of my theme park lovers out there. Now, let's talk about what's around us locally. Here we have our community, Brookshire at the Pin Drop, and across the street is going to be A-rated Stone Lake Elementary. Just down the street is one of my favorite restaurants in Titusville, Dixie Crossroads, and we'll also have a Publix very close, both of these locations being only 3 to 5 minutes from our community. We're going to have another grocery area, complete with Super Walmart, Target, and an Aldi's, just around 10 minutes from our community. And here are a few more locations I've personally visited in Titusville. Starting off with Playa Linda Brewing Company, only 15 minutes from our community, and moving on to the Marina and our community theater. Both great experiences and are within 10 minutes of our community. And we can clearly see that Titusville has a lot to offer and a lot in the area.
Just behind me, you guys, is going to be the Weber model. It is a 4.3, 2,210 square feet. And without further ado, let's go take a look inside.
Before we go inside, if you guys are ever interested in learning more, click the link in my bio to take you to my linktree. You can choose hop on a quick call or meet with me if you'd rather meet face to face. Just pick customized buyer's guides, pick a time and date, and answer the questionnaire, and this will help ensure that I dedicate and give you guys my undivided attention. With that being said, let's get back to the house and let's take a look.
Upon entry, we're gonna walk into our foyer. And this house may look similar to some of my returning viewers. That is because I did tour a home that looked very similar to this one just a few weeks ago, but there are some subtle key differences that we'll get into right now. To the left of me is going to be our first bedroom, and now this bedroom can double down as a ensuite because it is a mini master. You're gonna have a bathroom, a walk-in, and of course, your bedroom space. So let's take a look. Exiting our mini master and stepping back into our long foyer, we're going to run into our kitchen and then the rest of the home. But before we take a look at the rest of the home, let's take a look at that kitchen first. Now, one thing I love about our builders is what you see is what you get. Now, this is an inventory home, so this bad boy is ready to go. So the granite countertops, these nice gray cabinets, and General Electric appliances, we are all going to be seen in the home. And of course, you know they got it. The slow close, that's a really good slow close, by the way. I feel like we haven't had a good slow close like that in a while. And just behind me is going to be our pantry, which can store all of your family's goods, of course. And following me just this way, we're gonna have a nice grand space. As you guys can see, it's huge. Stay right there, please. We have a lot of space in this area, so it can be kind of confusing for a lot of people. Come this way. Me personally, I'm either thinking a circular table here for dining, or potentially setting up a breakfast nook in this area right here, bench under the window, and then table just in front, which I personally think would look really nice. And of course, our living, I'm putting the TV here, sofa here, leaving us a nice clear runway to get to the master. But before we check out the master, let's go check out our other 2 bedrooms and bathroom just back this way in this little crevice right behind me. Now, just down this way to my left is going to be our laundry room, which connects to our 2-car garage. To the right is going to be our bathroom. And then these 2 rooms to the left and right of me are going to be our bedrooms. So let's take a look. Now, walking down our aligned pathways we discussed earlier, we're going to stumble into our master. Just behind me, you guys, is the master bedroom and bathroom. So without further ado, let's take a look. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for stopping by my class. We are going to jump straight into it. Starting off with our special incentives, our community is currently offering $20,000 in closing cost assistance. And if you don't want to allocate those funds towards closing costs, we can easily allocate them towards your buy down instead, giving us an interest rate in the 4s for our first year. The HOA in this community is only going to be $60. And we have nice oversized lots at 75 by 130. So not quite half an acre, but almost there, which is huge for new construction. We don't see that a lot, guys. Big lots like this, it's something very attractive. Moving on, we're gonna jump into our loan options now. Starting off with our FHA, that is going to be 3.5% down, old reliable. And at 3.5%, we are going to be looking at a down payment of $14,267. Next up is going to be our conventional loan. And our conventional loan, our typical options that you see are going to be 3, 5, and 10%. Now, Dylan, why would I pay 10% for my house when I can pay 3, 5, or 3.5? 10% is going to be for my second-time homeowners. Now, at 3% down, our down payment is going to be $12,229. And at 5%, $20,382. And at 10%, we are going to be looking at just over $40,000 for our down payment. Now, I also get asked a lot, Dylan, what's the difference between FHA or conventional? If I can pay 3%, why would I pay 5 or 3.5? Very simple. The main difference you guys are going to see from FHA to conventional is going to be that PMI, primary mortgage insurance. That's going to be an extra few $100s on top of your mortgage every month. With an FHA loan, it is there for the duration of the loan. With a conventional loan, it is only there up until you have 20% equity in the home. So at 20%, you can refinance and remove your PMI. So let's jump on to our final loan option of the day. It's going to be our VA. So shout out to all my veterans out there. We appreciate you guys and everything you guys do. And the VA appreciates you guys so much that they actually hook it up with a 100% financing loan. That's going to be a big whopping $0 down for my veterans. So shout out to you guys. Your work is truly appreciated. That is all I got for you guys today. Thanks for stopping by, and back to you, Dylan. Thank you, Coach C. We appreciate you as always, and we are back in the kitchen as you guys can see. As a final recap, today we were in Titusville, Florida, checking out our Weber model. It was a 4.3, just over 2,200 square feet. And if you guys haven't heard me say it yet, my name is Dylan Concepcion, your trusted Central Florida real estate advisor. And I go all over Central Florida, touring new construction homes so you guys don't have to. So if you have found any value in these videos or my last, you should consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It is free and it helps my channel go a long way, as well as it keeps you guys in the loop so you're not missing anything similar to this one. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.